Hi, I'm Esther Goldberg, a clinical and educational psychologist specializing in ADHD and how it shapes personality. I'm going to talk again to adults today, and I really believe that what I say to children is applicable to adults as well. But here I'm going to talk specifically to adults, so stay with me. I'm going to talk about the connection between ADHD and codependency and how often this gets so misdiagnosed and misunderstood or simply dismissed. There's a growing trend today in books, online, on social media that tells us that codependency always comes from having a narcissistic parent. Now, sometimes, yes, that dynamic is very real, but it's not the only cause, and it's not always the right one. There can be several reasons for a person to be dependent or codependent, as they call it in the literature on narcissism. Sometimes codependency is the result of undiagnosed, unrecognized ADHD, especially in childhood. Let me explain. A child with ADHD often grows up feeling different. He's struggling to keep up, to focus, to organize. They forget things, interrupt, explode, lash out, get emotional for no reason. They're told they're hyper, they're too much, or they're not enough. So they start overcompensating. They try harder. They please others. They seek approval. They build their sense of self through the eyes of the people around them instead of from within. That's not a result of narcissism. That's not manipulation. That's survival. That's a nervous system trying to feel safe, accepted, and seen. Now imagine this child becomes an adult. He's still undiagnosed and still misunderstood. He doesn't know he has ADHD. He just walks around thinking that something is wrong with him. So he continues the same pattern, taking care of others, ignoring his own needs, trying to earn his place in relationships. That right there is the definition of codependency. But it didn't come from a narcissistic mother. It came from not understanding how his brain works, from shame about his own functioning, from never learning that his struggles weren't psychological, they were neurological. The core is neurological. The spin-offs are psychological. So that's very, very important to remember. Let's keep talking about narcissistic abuse when it's real and when it's there. But also, let's be careful. Let's not label every deep feeling, boundary struggling adult as a victim of narcissism when maybe, just maybe, what they're really struggling with is ADHD. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comments. And if you want more content like this, please follow, comment, or subscribe. You're not alone, and your story might be different than you were told. Thank you, Esther.